Namaste. Hello everyone, I'm Robert Halley, performing artist, certified yoga teacher, health and life coach. But more importantly, it is my deepest, greatest honor to be here and of service as your friend and guide as we experience life together. Greetings on this gift of day, Sunday, March 8th, 2020. Today, United Nations recognizes this day as International Women's Day! Phew! So you may be wondering, what is going on with what I'm wearing? Well, as you know, we don't need to take life too serious. And I thought, since it's International Women's Day, I would imagine I have long, beautiful locks, and it kind of stimulates that for me. So to make you smile and laugh, and for me to have a good time while I do this video, I will imagine I have luscious, long locks. Now, of course, I'm one of the most open, non-judgmental people you'll meet. So this is just for fun. Of course, women come in all shapes and sizes. Long hair, locks, short hair, bald. It's all good. Even hairy faces. So this is just for fun. The white doesn't represent the innocent women. The white represents a canvas of women being whoever, whatever, whenever they want to be, to claim that space. So that's just my disclosure for what's going on up here. The week of March 8th was selected to include International Women's Day. This day is rooted in such ideas and events as a woman's right to vote and a woman's right to work, women's strikes for bread, women's strikes for peace at the end of World War I, and the United Nations Charter Declaration of Gender Equality at the end of World War II. This day is an occasion to review how far women have come in their struggle for equality, peace, and development. In 1981, Congress passed a resolution making the week a national celebration, and in 1987 expanded it to the full month of March. So there you have it. Thank you to all the women that have shaped my life and all our lives. Women hold up the earth. Welcome to Soulful Sunday. It's an opportunity to gain insight into your life through the superpower of self-reflection, something we don't do as often, and I'm here to encourage that, to remind you of that. We start with a pause, which is an opportunity to meet yourself here and now without judgment and compassion, to take off the hats, to forget your to-do list. So let's do that together. Movement you want to do before we settle, and then finding stillness, comfort in your body with your feet evenly flat on the floor, weight in your pelvis on both bum cheeks, a straight spine, a wide chest. Lengthen your crown of your head to the ceiling, but gently tuck your chin in. Feel strong yet rooted. Energy up the spine, around the head, down the front. We're just going to focus on relaxing the jaw and our eyes for 5 mindful breaths. Awareness at the tip of your nose, breath coming in through the nostrils, down your throat, into the bottom of your lungs. Enjoy. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely through your mouth. Let out a sigh. Go into intuitive voguing arm performance, if you wish. All right. Today, we're using a Points of View product called Faces. Now, first of all, Points of View is a company that fuses photography, mindfulness, and life coaching. It's recognized by the International Coaching Federation and used by coaches, teachers, counselors, therapists, and everyday people. It's an amazing tool that's like a game, and you can go as deep as you want. I've never used Faces before on a live. So Faces is a card game for development. It's all about people and the way we reflect to one another. Faces helps us to get to know our significant others from new perspectives. It raises questions regarding our relationships and the parts we choose to take in. So there's 99 photo cards, there's 58 reflection cards, and of course a process map, and there's a reflection book. So basically, it's faces. They represent all ethnicities and demographics on Earth. So I'm going to shuffle them. And as I shuffle them, breathe, trust that the reflections coming from this process today will be of the grandest insight for you to take away with you. Now, of course, there's some men in these cards, and maybe even some non-binary people. So I'll just make a choice whether to keep the card or not use the card, depending on the projection. As we honor International Women's Day. Okay. Maybe think about the women in your life, and we can have some reflections through some of the women in your life through the card today. I will pick two, and then I'll read a story, and there will be a question as well. Here we go. I'm holding 99 cards, so it's kind of hard. I got a guy, so I'm not gonna use him. All right, here's our first card. What do you see through this person, through this woman? What is she expressing? Observe her eyes, for they are the windows to the soul. Are they open, closed? Observe their nose. How do they smell? How do they observe the scents in the world? Now notice their mouth. How do you think they taste food and speak and communicate? Notice their ears. How do they perceive sound? And what does all this tell you about this person, and how does that mean to you with the types of people in your life, or does this represent anyone that you know? So I'm going to jump in. I find it interesting that this woman is choosing to have hair to cover one eye, and some of the hair covering the ear. So that definitely sheds some insight into perhaps being more of a rebel, seeing things from a filtered, a one-eye point of view. Maybe there's wanting to hide and not fully express, but at the same time, it's like a huge expression to choose the senses and what people see. There is a cigarette, so that definitely shows another character trait, which I won't get into because cigarettes are also a comfort. People view them as addictions, and yes, they're not as healthy for you, but you know, it helps people breathe. So this is this woman. So another thing with faces is there are qualities. So there's words. So let's pick a quality and we'll reflect on that quality. Here we go. Maybe this is a quality you possess, someone else possesses, that's very poignant for the photo we picked. Whoa, I love it. Dominant. So without anything, how does the word dominant hit you today? How does the word dominant hit you today? What does the word dominant make you think about? Is there another word? Is there a phrase? Do you relate with the word dominant? Is there any women in your life that are quite dominant? Would you place dominant with this photo? There's no right or wrong. Now, like I said, there are questions and there's a book as well for faces. So let's go to page 122. Amazing. So there's a story and there's some quotes and there's a question. Oh. This looks like, oh, it's a conversation. All right, I'm gonna read it, even though it's a little bit confusing because it's like a script. It's from The Sopranos. I never really watched that show. Here we go. So, Meadow Soprano and Tony Soprano. All right, Meadow Soprano. Are you in the mafia? Tony. Am I in the what? Meadow. Whatever you want to call it. Organized crime? Tony. That's total crap. Who told you that? Meadow. Dad, I've lived in the house all my life. I've seen the police come with warrants. I've seen you going out at 3 a.m. Tony. So you never seen Doc Cusimano going out at 3 a.m. on a call? Meadow. Did the Cusimano kids ever find 50,000 in crude generates and a .5 automatic when they were hunting for Easter eggs? Tony. Hey, I'm in the waste management business. Everybody's business assumes you're mobbed up. It's a stereotype and it's offensive. And you're the last person I would want to perpetuate it. There is no mafia. Meadow. Fine. Tony. All right, look, Med. You're a grown woman, almost. Some of my money comes from illegal gambling and whatnot. How does that make you feel? Meadow. At least you don't keep denying it like Mom. Kids in school think that's actually kind of neat. So that's a story from The Sopranos, evoking themes of being a boss, powerful. Wow, that last line is the home punch. At least you don't keep denying it, like Mom. Kids in school think it's actually kinda neat. So here we have the daughter of a mafia leader that's wanting to inquire and learn about all this stuff that her father does and questioning and not wanting to deny it and own up to it and take power and control. Interesting. So the question is, that I want you to reflect on is, when are you dominant? When are you dominant? So again, here we have this card. Who does this person remind you of? What women in your life? And who's a dominant female figure in your life? Acknowledge them. I know this is getting a bit long, but I want to do one more card. And just to see what the relationship would be between these two women, I won't read another story. Here we go. All right. Got another guy. Another fella. Woman, where you at? Woman, where you at? Okay. Nope. All such cute cards. It's because I'm desiring it so badly. A woman's not coming. Okay, I found one. All right. Who do you see in this photo? What are they expressing? Observe their eyes, for they are the windows to the soul. Are they closed, open, sunglasses on it? Look at their nose. How do you think they smell? And observe the senses. Notice their ears. How are they perceiving sound? Their mouth. How do you think they taste things, talk, communicate? And just overall, how does all this make you feel about this person? Are you drawn to them? Are you repelled by them? Does this person remind you of anyone in your life? Does this person remind you of you? So I'm noticing also, is she holding, no, I thought she was holding coffee. So she's holding a phone with earbuds in, fierce sunglasses that reflect the whole world. Do you see that? They're mirrors, so they reflect everyone back. So when you look at her, you see yourself. Yeah, there's a lot here. Taking ownership by filtering in who she wants to see, who wants to see her eyes. There's definitely a bit of a guard for vulnerability, but also ownership. Deciding the boundaries. I love that. Let's pick a card to explore another quality and see if it relates to that person, or maybe this theme is relevant, this quality, to some women in your life. Oh my gosh. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, we got victim. And of course, this is a very poignant word and description, especially for women, which we are breaking more and more. There was the Me Too movement, even a tradition that I was certified in, Kundalini Yoga, that is coming to the surface with some yoga leaders after years of repression. So of course, I hate this word, and I hate associating it with women, but it was chosen today, so there is reflection and power in this. When you hear the word victim, what do you think about? Victim. How does the word victim relate with women? Ugh. Does it make you think of other words, memories, situations, calls to action? Victim is page 102. And again, I'm not going to read the story. I will read some quotes. Tony Robbins says, all self-pity is rooted in people taking themselves too serious. And I'll do Osho, controversial leader. Don't be angry at life. It is not life that is frustrating you. It is who are not listening to life. Don't be angry at life. It is not life that is frustrating you. It is who you are not listening to life. And the life coaching question for this card is, how responsible are you about your life? Would you place victim with this image of this person, or would you choose another? What's the connection between these two women? What's their relationship? And if they don't have a relationship together, what is the connection and association that you see? Do you see yourself in any of these women? Do you see any women in your life reflected through these two images? Perhaps you don't connect with the images of these women today. Perhaps there's a connection between dominant and victim. They are definitely yin and yang. So in that regard, I'm very happy they were selected. Dominant and victim. Do you see a connection? Is there any calls to action through these words for your reflection and acknowledgement of any women in your life? Dominant, victim. I invite you to journal, to reflect. I invite you to talk to someone, family, friends, therapist, counselor. You could even message me. I have sliding scale coaching as well as a free complimentary session. And decide what your insight is and see if there's a call to action of something you want to say to someone, a woman in your life, or even for yourself. I will post the question. Please share in the comments any insights you've had from this video. How responsible are you about your life? And when are you dominant? So there you have it. That is our long Soulful Sunday. Doing the videos at least once a week. Thank you so much for watching. Again, please share in the comments. If you're curious to know more about Points of View, by all means, look up Points of View Canada on social media or pointsofviewcanada.com. The next training is in Toronto, March 29th, Sunday. Would love to see you there, as well as it's a global organization. Just look it up. And until next time, thank you for watching. I leave you in peace of body, peace of speech, and peace of mind through the chant. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.